The Ankara Declaration, signed on December 11, 2024, between Ethiopia and Somalia and facilitated by Turkey, aims to grant Ethiopia reliable, secure and sustainable access to and from the sea under Somalia's sovereign jurisdiction. This agreement highlights the mutual economic benefits of such access while respecting Somalia's territorial integrity. However, recent developments raise serious doubts about the feasibility of implementing this declaration. Somalia has rejected Ethiopia's participation in the newly approved African Union Support and Stabilization Mission in Somalia, citing existing bilateral security agreements as sufficient for managing security personnel. This decision effectively ends Ethiopia's direct involvement in peacekeeping operations in Somalia, a move that has significant implications for regional stability and Ethiopia's economic aspirations. AUSSOM, which replaces the African Union Transition Mission in Somalia starting January 2025, will focus on combating the Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab. The mission will deploy approximately 11,000 troops through bilateral agreements. Notably, Egypt has confirmed its participation in AUSSOM, marking its expanded role in Somalia's stabilization efforts. The exclusion of Ethiopian troops from AUSSOM raises critical questions about Ethiopia's ability to implement the Ankara Declaration. Developing the necessary infrastructure, such as ports and transport networks, to facilitate sea access through Somalia will require significant financial investments. However, without a military presence to safeguard these investments and ensure secure trade routes, Ethiopia may struggle to protect its economic interests in the region. The presence of Al-Shabaab further complicates the situation. The militant group continues to pose a persistent threat, making it difficult for Ethiopia to rely solely on Somalia's internal security forces to maintain stability in areas critical to its trade routes. The inclusion of Egyptian troops in AUSSOM, alongside Ethiopia's exclusion, introduces additional geopolitical complexities. Egypt's involvement in Somalia's security landscape could alter the balance of power in the Horn of Africa, potentially influencing Ethiopia's strategic calculations. Ethiopia's exclusion may also weaken its influence in shaping security policies in Somalia, leaving it vulnerable to shifts in regional alliances. Moreover, the United Nations Security Council's recent approval of AUSSOM includes provisions for up to 75% UN funding for African forces deployed with UN approval. However, the United States abstained from this vote, expressing reservations about the funding mechanism, adding uncertainty to the financial sustainability of the mission. The combined challenges of Ethiopia's exclusion from AUSSOM, security threats posed by Al-Shabaab and geopolitical shifts call into question the viability of the Ankara Declaration. Can Ethiopia realistically achieve sea access without a security presence in Somalia? The substantial financial investments required for infrastructure development may not be justifiable without assurances of security and stability, which are typically reinforced by a military presence. If Ethiopia cannot secure alternative security arrangements or diplomatic guarantees to protect its economic interests, the Ankara Declaration could face implementation delays or even become void. Ethiopia must carefully weigh the risks and potential benefits of pursuing sea access under these evolving circumstances. While the Ankara Declaration represents a diplomatic effort to promote economic integration and regional cooperation, its implementation faces substantial hurdles. Ethiopia's exclusion from AUSSOM and ongoing security threats from Al-Shabaab cast doubt on its feasibility. Unless Ethiopia secures reliable security arrangements, the Ankara Declaration may struggle to move beyond the negotiation phase, highlighting the complexities of balancing economic ambitions with regional security dynamics.